In this video I'm going to show you how to create modules and add custom assets, foes, tables and such, and how then you can load those modules into existing games. You can create a new module from within a game that already exists, or you can create a module from inside a new game. For this video I'm going to create a new game, and we are going to create a module that's in a sci-fi setting, just to show you that how you can create an entire different theme for your game. So we're gonna call the game sci-fi example, and because it's a new game you are greeted by the module manager window. So what we're gonna do here is we click here on new module and we give it a name. Let's call it sci-fi example module. And you fill the author field and you can write a description, so if you share it with anyone they know what your module does. So you hit save, and as you can see it appears here on the install modules. That means that it is already in the folder for the Augur. So now you load it and you click here on finish and reload modules. So since it's a new game and the only module is the one we just made, everything here is empty. And before I start actually adding foes and assets, I'm going to resize the window because I'm going to use OneNote to write the text and then put it in the game. Okay, so remember right now the character selector is empty because there is no character in this new game. I'm going to remove it from here. You hit F3 on your keyboard, and now we can begin adding. We'll start with the foes. You always need to make sure that you are here on the rules tab of the Game Explorer. So you click add. Okay, once this window opens, the first thing you should always do is click here and make sure you select the module that you want to add the foe or whatever you're creating to. The only module right now is sci-fi example module, so you click on it, and now when we save this, it's going to save to this module. I'm going to start filling all the fields here. So this is the first one we're going to add is a pirate ship because it's a sci-fi setting. So let's say it's a spaceship. The type is going to be spaceship. Okay, so now we can fill in the features, the drives and the tactics. I'm going to copy them from OneNote. And now about images and icons, this is very important. You have to put the files for the images inside the mod folder. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So when you create, this is the folder for the installation of the Augur. When you create a new module here in mods, in the mods folder, a new folder will appear right now with the name of your model. Right now we have this one, sci-fi example module, and this is the file where all the data and information of the module you're making is stored, and whatever you put here is going to get distributed with your module. So we'll start by making a new folder and call it images, and we're going to put all the images we want to use in there. I'm going to use images I downloaded online. So all we have to do is move them into the folder. And that's it. Now you can load them in the program. Let's change the icon first. When you select the image, you go to the mods folder, and then you go to your module, images, and you pick the one that you selected. For example, in this case, we're going to use this icon. You can see it appears here. Now we're going to change the image for the foe. So again, we go into the folder for the module, and we click on the file we want to use as an image, and you see it appears right here. So you set the challenge for the foe right here in the challenge button. Let's say it's formidable, and we hit save, and that's it. The foe is created. If you want to add a description, you can click here on the scroll icon, and you can write here whatever you want. Let's say we copy this, and we hit save. Let's create a second foe. This time it's going to be a soldier. Let's say it's a cyborg for the name. Again, we're going to copy all the features and drives and tactics from OneNote. We select the icon right here from within our modules folder. Now for the image, we're going to do something different. I want to show you that you can use images from many places, not only Google. This one right here, this is the Eclipse Phase core rulebook, and we're going to use this image here. What we can do is we take a screenshot, and then we just open Paint, we paste it, and then we save it on the module folder. We hit save, and now we can, now it's in the game, and we hit save. Remember that the module has to be the module you're making. By default, the program always saves the last module you edited, and that's what it says here for the next thing you are making. So let's hit save. And here it is, already in the game. Now I'm going to show you how to add custom assets. So you go right here to the Rules tab, click on Assets, and click on Add. We start filling here all the fields. Let's say we're going to add a spaceship that our characters can acquire and use. So it's a type spaceship. Name, let's say it's a patrol boat. We will add here a field for name, so players can fill this and with the name they want for the ship later. And the description always has to be short, like one line. And now we can begin adding the abilities. You always have to click here to enable the ability so it shows. So, the first one. Let's give it an icon. Spaceship, okay. And since this is a vehicle, we could give it health, and perhaps give it like a weapon stat. So let's do that. Let's say it's a spaceship, starts with 5 health. and we can change the icon. We can use this one right here, or if you want, you can use images that are in the main folder of the game. The problem is that if you send your mod folder to someone else and you use a file that is outside its folder, that person is not going to have the file. So I recommend that if you're making a module that you want to share, you only use images from inside this folder or your modules folder. So if you copy this folder and send it to someone, he's going to have everything he needs inside that folder. That being said, you can use images from anywhere. You can use the default images that come with the game, such as health, for example. You could use this image and it would work, or you can use a custom one, which would also look better for a ship than hard. So let's use this one and hit save. Let's add one more to represent the weapons that the spaceship has. Let's say weapon. Let's say, because it's a very small ship, that it only has one. And let's use this one. Okay. So we save it. Also, you can create additional tags for your assets, so it's easier to find them here on the Game Explorer. Let's show you. If you save it like this, by default, it always creates the type of the asset. It's always created as a tag. So if you go here, you will see that you have the tag spaceship. So it's part of the categories that appear here. But you can create custom tags. So let's say we create one called vehicle, and this one is let's say it's a small vessel, and we add. Now we save, and let's create another asset. This time a combat talent. So let's write right here combat talent. Say rifleman. Let's add a short description, and let's begin adding the abilities. Now, because it is a combat talent, I'm not going to add any tracks right here, so you can see the difference. When they have tracks, the asset card is wider to make space for the different tracks that you add. Let's add the icon. Okay, and we save. Now I'm going to show you how to add tables into the game. So let's make a world table where you can roll to get a random type of world. So let's say the name of the table is world type. And to begin adding, you simply click here and write the first entry. So it's Terran. You hit enter once you're done typing, and it adds the entry to the rest of the table right here, and you can keep writing here. Okay, I'm gonna keep it short so the video is not that long. You can give your tables different tags so it's easier to find them here. Let's say I'm going to create a category that is called sci-fi, and let's give it a tag within that category that's going to say world generator, or let's just say world so it's shorter. Okay, click save, and that's it. If you click here, you roll on the table. You can add as many entries as you want. You click here and you open this again, and you can begin writing, or you can edit it. You edit by simply, you can change this, put anything you want. Let's say put asteroid, and we click save, and it changed the address. And I'm going to add a few more tables. Okay, now let's see something else. If you open one of these tables and you see this number right here, this represents how many times this entry appears within the table. So for example, this is the population. If you want to make high population worlds very common, you could say that millions is the odds is 5. What this means is right now this has 5 entries, but this one right here is also 5. So that what this means is that now it has 10 entries, of which 5 entries correspond to millions. So if you roll on this table, there is a 5 in 10 chance that the result is going to be millions, and 1 in 10 that the result is going to be dozens, or any of these entries right here. So if we roll on this table, millions should be much more common than the other entries, as you can see. And that's how you can change the odds of a particular entry. And the last thing I'm going to show you in this video is how to add custom portraits. You click here on the plus sign or the add sign, and you click on the icon right here. You go to your mod folder again, and you select the portrait that you downloaded, and that's it. Now you have the portrait right here on the Game Explorer, and you can give it to any character you create. Mods, when you're making a module, you don't have to save. Each time you add or edit something, they are saved to this file right here. On the main folder, they are saved to the file that is this file right here, and the images are in the folder you made. And if you want to share your module with anyone, all you have to do is send them this folder, and they would add them to their mod folder on the main folder of the Augur, and that's how you make modules and you share them with anyone else.